In this video we are going to talk about blue chip dividend stocks for your portfolio. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. With stock market volatility and valuations skyrocketing, the emergence of inflation fears has thrown a new wrinkle into the entire trading climate, leaving even the most knowledgeable investors scratching their heads. Businesses with solid operations and great dividend history have continued to give investors with a secure haven that cannot be found anywhere else in this chaotic environment. Contrary to common belief, these value companies have outperformed their growth counterparts over the previous few decades, achieving annualized returns of 10% compared to the S&P 500's annualized returns of 8% during that time period. Number 1. Sibanye Stillwater Limited, NYSE, SBSW. Sibanye Stillwater Limited, NYSE, SBSW, is a precious metals mining company based in Johannesburg, South Africa. It recently announced that it will purchase 2 Brazilian properties from AT&T Capital Advisory for around $1 billion, including the Santa Rita nickel mine and the Serrote copper mine. The shares of Sibanye Stillwater Limited, NYSE, SBSW, was recently introduced by Deutsche Bank analyst Ubbi Agarwal with a buy rating and a price target of $19, forecasting that the company would generate good free cash flow in the next years. Aker Capital Management, a Connecticut-based investment firm, is a major shareholder in Sibanye Stillwater Limited, NYSE, SBSW, with 7.7 million shares worth more than $95 million, according to Insider Monkey's database of hedge funds. Desert Lion Capital, an asset management business, highlighted a few equities in its Q1 2021 investor letter, with Sibanye Stillwater Limited, NYSE, SBSW, being one among them. Incorporating the following rationale into the investment concept is necessary. If central banks around the world intend to continue creating money indefinitely, the price of precious metals should climb as a result. The movement for cleaner and greener living is gaining momentum. The markets for platinum, palladium, and rhodium are all structurally appealing at this point in time. Number 2. Two Harbors Investment Corp, NYSE 2. Dividends paid in the future 11.26% is the yield. Twin Cities, Minnesota-based Two Harbors Investment Corp, NYSE 2, operates as a real estate investment trust. It recently published earnings results for the third quarter, posting earnings per share of 24 cents and net interest income of $14 million for the period under review. Two Harbors Investment Corp, NYSE 2, was established in 2009 and has a market capitalization of $2 billion. It has a long and illustrious dividend history. In September, the company issued a quarterly dividend of 17 cents per share, which was the same as the previous year. Two Harbors Investment Corp, NYSE 2, was the target of 31 hedge funds in Insider Monkey's database at the end of the third quarter of 2021, an increase from 30 funds in the previous quarter with positions totaling $160 million. Number 3. Annaly Capital Management Incorporated, NYSE, NLY. Dividend yield in the future, 10.5%. Annaly Capital Management Incorporated, NYSE, NLY, is a mortgage-backed real estate investment trust that invests in mortgage-backed properties. Earlier this month, it said that it had exceeded market estimates on earnings per share for the third quarter by 1 cent. As inflation takes its toll on mortgage rates, the stock will profit from a rise in mortgage rates. Advisory services in the field of investing. A price target of $9 has been set by Barclays on Annaly Capital Management Incorporated, NYSE, NLY shares, which has an equal weight rating. The shares are being followed by Mark DeVries, an analyst with the consultancy firm. Citadel Investment Group, a Chicago-based investment firm, is a major shareholder in Annaly Capital Management Incorporated, NYSE, NLY, with 2.2 million shares worth more than $18 million, according to Insider Monkey's database of hedge funds. Number 4. Omega Healthcare Investors Incorporated, NYSE, OHI. Dividends paid in the future 9.24% is the yield. Its stock is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol OHI. Omega Healthcare Investors Incorporated, NYSE, OHI, is a real estate investment trust that focuses entirely on healthcare facilities, particularly in the skilled nursing and assisted living sectors. The company's fundamentals are strong, and it has a long history of paying dividends. A Baird analyst has begun coverage of Omega Healthcare Investors Inc., NYSE, OHI, stock with an outperform rating and a price target of $36, stating that the company has been a market consolidator for a lengthy period of time, and that the stock has long-term upside potential. Omega Healthcare Investors Incorporated, NYSE, OHI, was the target of 15 hedge funds in Insider Monkey's database at the end of the third quarter of 2021, down from 20 hedge funds in the previous quarter, with positions of $142 million in Omega Healthcare Investors Incorporated. Number 5. Dynex Capital Incorporated, NYSE, DX. Dividends paid in the future 9.02% is the yield. DX is the ticker symbol for Dynex Capital Inc., which is a mortgage real estate investment trust with its headquarters in Virginia. Following in the footsteps of past years, it just declared a monthly dividend of 13 cents per share. Net interest income was a strong contributor to the company's earnings in the third quarter, beating market expectations. Dynex Capital Incorporated, NYSE, DX, was established in 1987 and currently has a market capitalization of $933 million. According to Byron Boston, the firm's CEO, the company has generated a cumulative shareholder total return of 21% since December 2019, which is an industry-leading performance. Marshall Wass LLP, a London-based investment firm, is a major shareholder in Dynex Capital Incorporated, NYSE, DX, owning 296,649 shares worth more than $5.1 million, according to Insider Monkey's database of hedge funds. Dynex Capital Incorporated, NYSE, DX, along with Johnson & Johnson, NYSE, J&J, the Procter & Gamble Company, NYSE, PG, the Coca-Cola Company, NYSE, KO, and Bristol-Myers Squibb Company, NYSE, BMY, is one of the stocks that hedge funds are investing in. Johnson & Johnson, NYSE, J&J, the Procter & Gamble Company, NYSE, PG, the Coca-Cola Company, NYSE. Number 6. New Residential Investment Corp., NYSE, NRZ. Dividends paid in the future 8.94% is the yield. New Residential Investment Corp., NYSE, NRZ, is a real estate investment trust that primarily invests in residential real estate and property management. The company's earnings results for the fourth quarter, which were released on November 2, exceeded market expectations on earnings per share and revenue by 9 cents and $247 million, respectively, compared to expectations. Mark DeVries, an analyst at Barclays, recently restored coverage of New Residential Investment Corp., NYSE, NRZ shares, giving it an overweight rating and a $13 price target. In an investor note, the analyst expressed appreciation for the firm's purchases, which he believed would assist the company get more market exposure. Citadel Investment Group, a Chicago-based investment firm, is a major shareholder in New Residential Investment Corp., NYSE, NRZ, with 2.9 million shares worth more than $32 million, according to Insider Monkey's database of hedge funds. Number 7. Owl Rock Capital Corporation, NYSE, ORC. Dividends paid in the future 8.81% is the yield. Incorporated in New York, Owl Rock Capital Corporation, NYSE, ORC, is a business development organization. It just declared a quarterly dividend of 31 cents per share, which is the same as the previous year's payout. The company was launched in 2015 and has a market capitalization of $5.5 billion. It was announced in early November by the Wall Street Journal that Owl Rock Capital Corporation, NYSE, ORC, had agreed to purchase PCF Insurance Services from private equity company HGGC for more than $2.2 billion in a deal valued at more than $2.2 billion. At the end of the third quarter of 2021, 14 hedge funds in the Insider Monkey database owned interests in Owl Rock Capital Corporation, NYSE, ORC, a decrease from 15 hedge funds in the preceding quarter with stakes worth $298 million at the end of the previous quarter. Number 3. AT&T Inc., NYSE. Holders of hedge funds number 66 in total. Dividends paid in the future 8.62% is the yield. AT&T Inc., NYSE, is a provider of telecommunications, media, and information technology services. KeyBank analyst Brandon Nispel recently upgraded the stock from underweight to sector weight, but did not provide a price target for the shares. The company, which has a market capitalization of $176 billion, is one of the world's largest communications companies. Since the passage of the infrastructure package, the shares of AT&T Inc., NYSE has risen significantly. Hundreds of billions of dollars have been set aside in the law for the development of 5G infrastructure throughout the United States, a scheme that will directly benefit the telecommunications company. AT&T Inc., NYSE, was the target of 66 hedge funds in Insider Monkey's database at the end of the third quarter of 2021, down from 68 hedge funds in the previous quarter with positions worth $2.8 billion. Nelson Capital Management, an asset management business, highlighted a few stocks in its Q1 2021 investor letter, with AT&T Inc., NYSE, being one of them. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.